Hello, I'm Wendy Weiger, and welcome to Word from the Woods. I'm speaking to you from my off-grid home deep in the Maine Woods. If you saw my last video, you'll know that I'm planning to spend the whole winter here alone. And once the gravel road that allows me to drive in and out is closed by snow, I'm going to need to get in and out on snowshoes, a distance of several miles each way. It's going to get cold here. The coldest temperature I've ever recorded here without wind chill factored in was 38 below zero Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold. So a major survival concern is staying warm. I need to make sure I have plenty of wood to keep the fire going in my wood stove. And I invite you to come along with me as I stack my winter firewood. Okay, so this is the first major step in my getting ready for the upcoming winter. I have 3 cords of firewood here for my wood stove to keep me warm. This is local wood that was dropped off by someone who's well known for delivering quality firewood. It's now late October. The first load was dropped off in July and has been seasoning ever since. Subsequent loads were dropped off a bit later. I will be sure to stack the wood so that I know where the better seasoned wood is. By seasoned, I mean dry and ready to burn. So it's going to be a big job. It's going to take me a few days to do this on my own. But yeah, I will reap the rewards when I'm cozy on cold winter nights by my wood stove. I am going to ceremonially load the first piece of wood into my handy little red cart. There we go. I have no idea how many more are left to go, but it's a lot. The floor of the shed is dirt, and on top of the dirt I placed pallets that will allow air to circulate under the stacked wood, helping it to dry out. By the time I'm done, this shed is going to be full of wood. Daylight is certainly short at this time of year. I'm still trying to get used to the idea that it gets dark around a time that felt like mid-afternoon at the summer solstice. But I can work under headlamp. Video, though, doesn't work so well under headlamp, so I'm using still photos for this bit. What you see here is the result of about 3 hours' work pulling wood from the woodpile up to the shed in my little red wagon. I'm guessing it's about 50 feet over rough, uneven ground. Then I have to stack the wood. This is between 1/3 and 1/2 a cord of wood, so it should take me about 20 hours to stack all the wood, which is about what I expected. More than 3 hours of this work at a stretch is hard on my back. I have to pace myself. Of course, there are plenty of other things I can do when I'm not stacking wood. I want to point out how I keep this wall of wood from collapsing. At either end, I build a column by stacking one layer of wood pieces in one direction and the next layer at right angles, and so on. That means I have a reasonably stable column at either end of the stack. Okay, I have to admit that this particular column isn't as straight as I would like. It's definitely tilting into the stack. The wood in between the 2 end columns is all stacked in one direction. The stack is fairly stable for now. At some point, though, as I remove pieces of wood over the winter, it's going to collapse. I'm careful not to stack the wood too high, so if it falls when I'm in the shed, it won't hit me on the head. That's an important safety consideration. Okay, I'm starting to make some real progress here. I've got more than half my wood stacked, but as you may be able to see, and I will show you in more detail in a moment, time pressure is mounting. there is snow falling. So, what this means is winter is coming on fast. I have no way of knowing when enough snow will fall that the unplowed road that leads to my cabin is no longer drivable. So, I've got to keep moving. I do love snow, and I will welcome it with my whole heart once I am all ready to go for winter and I'm prepared to leave my car where I park it 3.5 to 4.5 miles by foot from my cabin. So I need to keep moving. Winter is coming on fast, and I still have much work to do. I am very happy to report that my woodshed is now officially full. That's almost 3 cords of wood in there that will keep me warm over the upcoming winter. And it is a good thing that I am done because, as you can see from the snowy woods, winter is definitely knocking at my cabin door. There is just a little bit of wood out of the 3 cords that I ordered that didn't fit into the shed. I'm guessing it's about 1/4 of a cord, so I'm going to stack it and cover it with a tarp. It will probably not be needed over the winter, but it can stay under the tarp seasoning and I can use it in future years. And here is my reward for all that wood stacking: a cozy fire to keep me warm on cold winter nights.